So let me read this to you. So they're upset. They want to get paid. Possibility. Reese has been vocal about her low WNBA salary, revealing her $74,000 a year salary doesn't cover rent, stating on Instagram Live.
We sitting out.
That's a possibility, for real.
We're sitting out.
Is that Shaq's 24 shoes in the back? That's Shaq's
That
shoes,
might
right,
be.
when he came out.
Yeah, I think
those are
so.
Shaq's shoes in the back. I just hope you know that the WNBA doesn't pay my bills at all. I don't even think they pay one of my bills. Reese's financial struggles stem from WNBA salary not matching her past earnings as her NIL.
Angel Reese just went off after seeing Patrick Bet-David's numbers comparing her to Caitlin Clark. The stats are shocking. Clark is pulling 15,300 fans per game, while Reese brings in 10,200. That's a 50% difference. You know what's even crazier? While Reese is publicly fighting these comparisons, Clark is silently breaking attendance records and signing that massive $28 million Nike deal. Is this jealousy or just frustration? I'm gonna show you exactly what triggered Reese and why these numbers matter for the entire future of the WNBA.
She's got to be the worst shooter you've met in your life. But go, Rob, just go,
Great
give this
rebound,
feedback. Give this feedback here. Go for it.
The ones coming this year will still be on the rookie contract again. The ones that the year after, they gonna get more. They probably gonna be making more than us.
Angel Reese says WNBA players could go on strike over salary and benefits. All right, so Angel Reese says this. Rob, if you want to play this clip. You know what I love watching? I love watching her highlights of missing shots.
Who's that?
I'm
They
hurt.
are. Like, yeah. I've been in the meetings. They are.
I need to get in the. I need to get in the field.
You need to come to the
I
meeting.
gotta get in the meetings because I'm hearing like, yeah, they don't give us. If y'all don't give us what we want, like.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Remember when Angel Reese said people watch the WNBA for me too? Well, that statement just got put to the test in a major way. Patrick Bet-David dropped some bombshell numbers on his podcast that are making waves across the basketball world, and Angel Reese is not happy about it. Let's break down what got Reese so fired up.
Rating pays them bills, baby. Noting break. I can't read this. Tom's better. Brand deals, not
Want me to do it?
basketball, sustain her, especially since the WNBA's $200 million revenue last season only allocated 9.3% to salaries. Valuation at LSU was $1.8 million, bolstered by deals with Reebok, PlayStation, McDonald's, and Coach. While a 4-year rookie deal was $324,000 with $74,000 due next season, she quipped hating paid, unlike the NBA's 50% share of the $5.3 billion in 2023. Adam, thoughts?
WNBA and what's her name? Angel Reese. Do it. I fully support your right to strike.
Patrick compared the raw attendance figures between these two rookie sensations, and the difference is jaw-dropping. When Angel Reese takes the court, she attracts about 10,200 fans per game. That's actually impressive considering the WNBA average is only 7,300 fans. Reese is clearly a draw, but then there's Caitlin Clark. When she steps onto the hardwood, attendance skyrockets to 15,300 fans. That's not just a little gap, we're talking 5,000 more people showing up to watch Clark play. Can you imagine being responsible for filling 5,000 extra seats every single night? That's like adding a whole new section to the arena just for one player. And get this, when these two stars faced off head to head, the scoreboard told the same story as the attendance figures. Clark's Indiana Fever came out on top against Reese's squad. The pattern is impossible to ignore at this point. The financial implications are huge here. Think about it. Those extra thousands of fans are buying tickets, grabbing jerseys, watching TV broadcasts, and pumping money into a league that desperately needs it. With the WNBA reportedly losing around $50 million every year, they're starving for a game changer who can reverse those numbers. Instead of acknowledging this reality, Reese doubled down, insisting that she's just as responsible for the league's viewership, but the attendance numbers paint a different picture. While Reese does boost crowds by 3,000 fans, Clark's impact is nearly triple that. This isn't about popularity contests. It's about business impact in a league fighting for financial survival. The financial survival of the WNBA might actually depend on embracing one player's star power. Back when golf viewership was stuck at 12.4 million viewers, did anyone imagine that one rookie named Tiger Woods would suddenly spike those numbers to 20.3 million? That's exactly the kind of seismic shift Patrick Bet-David sees in Caitlin Clark's potential impact. But unlike in golf, not everyone in the WNBA seems ready to welcome their potential savior. Let's talk about what happened when Tiger Woods changed golf forever. Before Tiger showed up, golf was basically just a niche sport with modest viewership. But in 1997, this young phenom arrived and transformed everything overnight. We're talking about a massive 63% explosion in viewers. But here's the part that matters most for the WNBA situation. Tiger's popularity didn't just make Tiger rich. Every single golfer on the PGA Tour started making way more money. Tournament purses went through the roof. Suddenly, guys finishing in 10th place were taking home checks that matched what winners used to get before Tiger came along. His star power literally made everyone in the sport wealthier. Think about that for a second. This is exactly why Patrick Bet-David's comparison between Tiger and Caitlin Clark is so important. Clark's $28 million Nike deal isn't just good news for her bank account. It's a signal that major brands believe she has Tiger-level potential to transform women's basketball. They're betting millions that she can turn the WNBA into a mainstream success. But here's where things get weird. While PGA golfers like Phil Mickelson embrace Tiger's impact on their sport, some WNBA players seem almost hostile toward Clark. Instead of seeing her as the financial lifeline the league desperately needs, there's this strange resistance brewing. That resistance isn't just playing out in press conferences and social media. It's happening in real time on the court with shocking physical consequences. When Kennedy Carter delivered that hard foul that sent Clark crashing to the floor, something even more disturbing happened. Her own teammates barely reacted. Have you ever seen a franchise player left completely unprotected by the people who should have her back? Matt Barnes couldn't believe what he was watching. The former NBA player called this out directly, asking the question everyone was thinking: where are her teammates at? Barnes didn't just notice Clark getting knocked down, he spotted teammates actually smirking when she hit the floor and only giving her a half-ass pickup afterward. That's unheard of in basketball culture. When someone targets your star, there's supposed to be immediate consequences. Instead, Clark stands alone. This weird hostility might go deeper than simple professional jealousy. Former WNBA player Candace Wiggins previously blew the whistle on bullying within the league, claiming she felt isolated as a straight player in what she estimated was a league where 98% of players are lesbian. Whether accurate or not, it raises questions about potential cultural divides that could be contributing to the cold shoulder Clark receives. What's most surprising is how this contrasts with support from established icons outside the WNBA. Serena Williams, arguably the greatest female athlete ever, publicly defended Clark with powerful words. No matter what other people do, if people are negative, then it's because they can't do what you do. Coming from someone who knows exactly what it means to change a sport forever, that validation speaks volumes. Here we are at the crossroads of what could be a historic moment for women's basketball. Think about it. Caitlin Clark isn't just changing game attendance, she's potentially revolutionizing the entire financial structure of the WNBA. This $28 million Nike deal isn't just about one player getting paid, it's a signal that major brands see something transformative happening. The entire league could rise with this tide if players embrace it rather than fight against it. You know what's really powerful? Even Serena Williams, arguably the greatest female athlete ever, sees what's happening. She told Clark directly, if people are negative, it's because they can't do what you do. That's coming from someone who knows exactly what it means to elevate an entire sport. Imagine a WNBA where everyone celebrates exceptional talent instead of tearing it down. That's not just good sportsmanship, it might be the difference between a thriving league and one that continues to struggle. The future is right there for the taking.